Hi everyone, a very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss the 29th question that is related to magnetic moment and magnetic torque. What is the magnetic torque on a current carrying loop in the presence of external magnetic field? So to understand what are the types of question they'll ask based on this, the very first thing is what is magnetic moment? So the magnetic moment of a current carrying loop we represent with a symbol M. That magnetic moment equal to I into A, where I is current, A is the area, ampere meter square. So this is the definition of magnetic moment. Generally, magnetic moment we define for the magnetic dipole, just like dipole bar magnet. But a current carrying loop also behaves like a dipole, magnetic dipole, just like the bar magnet, so that we define the magnetic moment of that loop, and that is always equal to current into area of the loop. Now the question is how to find the magnetic moment. See, when there is a loop, maybe rectangle or circle, so first you have to look at the current direction. Then the magnetic moment will become I into A. And direction if you want to find, curl the fingers. Which fingers? Right hand. Curl the fingers of right hand along the direction of current. Then the thumb will give you the direction of magnetic moment. So here thumb will give you the thumb gives the direction of magnetic moment. Same just like magnetic field direction. But sometimes in few cases what happens is in few cases you have to understand in this way, like there are multiple surfaces, multiple loops will come, just like I'll give one example. See here. Now, just like this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. Now, this is in xy plane, and this is in xz plane. So that if there is a current direction like this, then this we will take it as common for both of them. Like for one direction of current is like this, for another one this is the direction. So that M will become under root m1 square plus m2 square. So they may give three loops also, but they may not give the separate loops, they will give the combined loop like this. So where you have to divide into loops, closed loops, and there you may have to imagine one imaginary line for both the loops, common line you can imagine, so that you can find the magnetic moment of each one. Then you can take the proper direction and you can find the resultant. You have to apply the vector resultant here. But here in the example which I have taken, here the both magnetic moments are perpendicular. That's why I have taken under root a square plus b square formula. Now here the next thing is what is the magnetic torque and how to find direction. See, magnetic torque on a loop formula is m bar cross b bar. That means the magnitude is mb sin theta. Now, to find the direction, again same thing, screw rule or right hand thumb rule. Now you have to curl the fingers from first vector to second vector, then thumb will give you the direction of torque. Just like cross product, just like cross product. Or else I'll tell you in another way, if this is A bar and this is B bar, then A bar cross B bar means draw the circle in this way from A to B. And if it is clockwise, then the direction is inward. If suppose this is A bar and this is B bar, then this will become the anti-clockwise circle. Then the direction is outward. So this way, same way you can also find the direction of M bar cross B bar. Now comes what is the work done in rotating a magnetic dipole. See, when you consider a magnetic dipole in the presence of external magnetic field, this is one uniform external magnetic field and one current carrying loop is placed. Now, when you rotate it by some angle, see torque acting is mv sin theta, then work done equal to integration tau d theta from theta 1 to theta 2, that will become minus mv cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. This is the work done or change in potential energy of any magnetic loop in the presence of external magnetic field. Sometimes they can ask question based on this. So these are the main things you need to understand and you need to remember. So have the idea on all these things. Then you can solve the questions based on magnetic torque concept. Like let's see few questions. Now here is our first question. A circular loop of radius. So circular loop radius they have given means area you can find, that is pi r square, where radius is 20 centimeter, nothing but 0.2 meter. And in a uniform magnetic field, so the magnetic field B equal to 2 Tesla in XY plane as shown in figure. The loop carries a current I equal to 1 ampere. The loop carries a current I equal to 1 ampere in the direction as shown. Find the magnitude of torque acting on the loop. Now, the magnetic moment direction if you take, see the current is moving in clockwise direction. So the magnetic moment is I into A, that is inward. Inward means perpendicular to XY plane, that is along Z axis. Then obviously the torque tau equal to mb sin 90. Because M is along Z axis and B is along XY plane. So Z must be perpendicular, so sin 90. So you can write it as MB, where M equal to IA into B. If there are number of turns they have given, then current will become N into I. That is what you have to understand. So in case if there are N number of turns. Now comes one question, as I explained, similar question is given here. Then find the magnitude of magnetic moment of the current carrying loop, where current is 2 ampere and the side length is 10 centimeter. So as I said, one is in XY plane, another one is XZ plane. Just like you consider, this is X axis and this is Y axis and this is Z axis. Now M1 is in XY plane. In XY plane it is just like side length x means x square. It is in XY plane means it is along negative Z axis minus k cap. And M2 is, it is in this direction. Now here, this is the common line for this one. See, for this one like this and for this one like this. Now it is along negative y axis, that is x square minus j cap. So that the resultant will become under root m1 square plus m2 square. So both are same. So it will become root 2 times x square, because the magnitude of m1, m2 both are same. That is x square. Now under root m1 square, m2 square will become root 2 times x square. So this way you can find, and x value they have given. Current value is also there, right? Only area I considered. Here also comes current direction, I into, so I x square. So here comes I. So I value given, x value given, substitute and get the answer. Now comes the next question. Current I is carried in a wire of length. If the wire is turned into a circular coil, the maximum magnitude of the torque in a given magnetic field. See, torque tau equal to mv sin theta. Now the maximum means theta 90 degrees implies torque is maximum, that is mv, and m is now current into area into b. B is B only. Now area. Current is I only. Now current I is carried in a wire of length L. They have not mentioned, just take it as length L. It is turned into one wire of length L, made it into a circle means of radius, let's take R, then 2 pi R equal to L. Then R equal to L by 2 pi. Then area will become pi R square, that is pi L square by 4 pi square equal to L square by 4 pi. This is the area, so that you can substitute in this one. Then you will get the torque maximum. So this way, understand the question and do the required manipulation, take the suitable formula and do the manipulation required. Now, fourth question, a circular coil of 20 turns. As I said, there are number of turns means you consider number of turns. And radius, that is 10 centimeter, nothing but 0.1 meter. Then area will become pi R square. Now, it is in the presence of magnetic field 0.1 Tesla, normal to the plane of the coil. Now, this is the plane of the coil means the field is normal, just like inward. Then, the magnetic field is perpendicular. Now, magnetic movement direction is also in the same direction. Suppose it is in anti-clockwise, then this is magnetic field direction. Now, magnetic movement will become outward. Sorry. Clockwise means inward. Magnetic movement also inward. Suppose anti-clockwise direction you take, then the magnetic movement is outward. That means the magnetic field and magnetic movement either parallel or anti-parallel. So theta is 0 degrees or 180 degrees. So 0 degrees if magnetic movement is inward and 180 degrees if magnetic movement is outward. Any one direction is possible. But in both the cases, the torque tau equal to mv sin theta, that is 0. Because sin 0 is 0, also sin 180 is also 0. So if the field is parallel to the plane, then the torque is maximum. If the field is perpendicular to the surface, then the torque is minimum, 0. Now, one last 10 question. A hydrogen atom, the electron is making in an orbit of the magnetic moment. See, the magnetic moment is current into area. Now, electron is moving in a circular path. So, having some charge and mass, it is moving in a circular path of radius r with a speed v. Radius they have given. Now, the time period is 2 pi r by v. Then current I equal to q by t, that is qv by 2 pi r will become, or else ev by 2 pi r. Now r value given and v value they have not given. But here frequency they have given. So that if they have not given speed, then you can write it as 1 by time period as frequency. So that q into f. Now the magnetic moment will become I into a, that is QFA, that is QF pi r square. R is given, radius, and frequency F is given. Charge is known value because the charge of electron nothing but Q equal to E equal to 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Then the magnetic moment is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 into that 6.6 into 10 power 15. So 6.6 into 10 power 15 into pi r square. R is radius. Radius is 0.528, approximately 0.53. 0.53 into 10 power minus 10 angstroms. So if you solve this one, then you will get the correct answer. Just like, see, this is minus 19 plus 5. So this is minus 10 plus 5. 15 minus 10, 5. 5 minus 19, 14 will come. So here 1.6 into 6.6 into This is approximately 3.14 into this is 0.53 into 10 power. How much will come? Minus 14. Now 16 6 are 96. 96, this is half. 96, this is approximately half means 48. 48 3s are approximately 150. So this will become 150. Now approximately the answer will come 150 into 10 power minus 14. So ampere meter square. But here the option, oh sorry, there is a small mistake here. What I have done is pi r square. So 0.53 into 10 power minus 10 will come r square. That means one more will come. So here minus 24 will come, 2 will come means. So approximately it will become 10 power minus 23 will come, approximate range. So that means so once again just check the calculation. So here pi r square instead of r square I have taken r. So you please correct it. So this is how you have to calculate the magnetic moment. So here main thing the questions are all about either magnetic moment or magnetic torque. So please just try to take care everything. So I have given similar kind of questions. I mean example questions based on the same topic. Just try to solve, and there are few questions. So approximately 4 questions based on the same topic from NCERT. So when NCERT there are questions means you can understand that the importance of the topic, as I said always, as I said already. So please try to practice, remember all the formulas and try to do the calculation properly. Thank you all of you. We'll continue in the next session. Thank you.